He said he had unfinished business at Aberdeen. The last thing he wants now is an air of negativity to set in. We should remind everyone they are still undefeated in the league.
But of late they've had a little bit of a blip. They've dropped points in games we would have expected them to win, and it's important, and Derek spoke before there talking about the importance of a reaction, which makes this game this afternoon really big for Aberdeen.
But that's because Aberdeen have high standards. They've done so well over the past few seasons. There's so much expected of them. So when they have a couple of draws and a defeat, suddenly it's crisis. So relax.
Okay, attention back on Motherwell now. Here's their manager, Stephen Robinson, with Ailey.
Stephen, just the two changes for you today, and I'm sure it's a case of just more of the same from Thursday night.
Yeah, that's the hard bit now, is to go and replicate that again. We've done it on numerous occasions this season where we've outcompeted teams, and the challenge is to go and do it again.
How do you get that same intensity from your players? It's a short turnaround and you're playing the same opposition.
I think the turnaround's probably the only thing, but we've had that intensity in quite a lot of the games. I'm sure it'll be testament to the results we've produced, and we've just got to try and do that again. I've freshened up. We had a slight hamstring strain with Andy Rose, and I just felt there was a lot of games in 3 days for Stephen Hamill, so we've got good squad players to come in that have done well for me.
You are building momentum at the moment with the results. How do you ensure that you keep the same focus and that complacency doesn't creep in?
I think we've got a really good bunch of boys with good characters. We've got boys at 22, 23 with big points to prove. The hardest bit is keeping the boys that aren't in the team, keeping them motivated and making sure they're buying into it, because without them pushing in the background and training properly to push people, then you can't be successful.
You mentioned the points to prove, and you possibly are surprising a few people from out with this club with the start you've had to the season. How much are the players relishing that?
I think they enjoy, as a player, I always enjoyed proving people wrong. We were obviously everybody's tips to go down. I think we were 4-0 up at one stage, and people were saying we were going to get relegated. But it's still very, very early in the season, so we've done okay to start with. We're not getting too carried away.
We wish you all the best today, Stephen. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
He's not getting carried away at all. He knows he's got a big couple of months ahead of him. But if they start the game like they did the other night on the front foot, pressing, they're on to a good thing, aren't they?
Absolutely. It's a great tactic. It's something I would always say to the players before a ball is kicked. Guys, as soon as that whistle goes, get down their throats, try and unsettle them right from the start, make a fast start. And that's what Motherwell did the other night, and that's what was really impressive. Big Bowman, who's been a great foil.
From kick-off, exactly. He was chasing it down.
A great foil for a boil. For Molt, and he set the tone. He set the tone for that whole evening. Whether they can do that again today, I'm looking forward to it.
You'd expect more of that from Aberdeen today, but when you go through all the summer signings, and earlier on Gary was talking about the mainstays who left during the summer, it's good to see from your point of view as well that there are still some of the young players coming through. Alan Campbell, who came right through your team, has made a big impression. Chris Cadden's still in there as well.
The majority of clubs in Scotland have to rely on bringing young players through. They have to rely on getting young players into their first team, trying to mould them and potentially sell them on so they can kind of recycle. So there's always an opportunity at this football club to play. The manager has brought a lot of players in. He needs to get results. He wants to get performances up. He wants to get a settled team. I'm guessing the squad will be trimmed in January because some people won't be happy not playing. You heard him saying that. There's then an opportunity for young players to step in. So it's a model that not just this club but every other club does. But so someone like Alan Campbell is an inspiration for the younger players at the club, the under 20 players, to see he's in my dressing room, he's earning money, he's playing in the first team, I want to be there.
Are they in rude health? The youth system here, are there many more to come if they do let players go in January?
I think there's another 2 or 3 who are getting held back because not getting held back, but the first team squad's quite strong, and it's very difficult to get into the first team when the first team's winning. You have to almost wait for adverse results before you can get in. So when the team's winning, it's difficult to get up. But there definitely is young players waiting to come in.
If I was holding them back, though, giving you some good results at under 20 level with the Motherwell youth team.
It's good so far.
It is good. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Almost at kick-off. Highly anticipated rematch today of Motherwell and Aberdeen, and it's next live on BT Sport.
Ladbrokes, back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
We want you to be happy at GiveGaff. So we recommend the best plan for you, even if it means you spend less. And with no contract, you're free to go, free to stay. GiveGaff, the mobile network run by you.
Introducing the new Volvo XC60 Human Made.
You can find us in every corner of the world. Watching, listening, analysing. We are everywhere. And we see everything. We are members of the world's favourite online sports betting company. And we gamble responsibly at Bet365.
Checking your balance with a swipe of a finger is a little thing. But sometimes, little things make a big difference. Mobile banking from HSBC.
When you're busy soaring here, or fitting something there, when you're working here, or here, with over 500 Screwfix stores nationwide, we're never far away. So, when you're cleaning up here, or you need something when you're there, go online at screwfix.com today to find your nearest store. Screwfix, here when you need us.
We have all the ingredients for a classic here in the capital. Lovely move again. Well, what a brilliant goal! And now Sergio Aguero from Manchester City. Lonzo. Perfect. Leroy Sané. Manchester City have got another one. Lacazette. How about that? Oh
yes. Magnificent. Ladbrokes. Back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
It's Motherwell against Aberdeen for us again today. This time it's in the league. This time we're watching Aberdeen closely to see what sort of a response they can give. The fans who travelled down in plenty of numbers again behind us here. They supported them really well on Thursday night. Derek McInnes has made a few changes, 3 changes in all. There's no sign of Gary Mackay, Stephen, anywhere. Not sure if he's injured, or do you think it's more likely he's been left out altogether after the performance midweek?
He looked a little bit lost on Thursday night, playing as a left wing back. You know, I don't imagine Gary has played that position very often. It doesn't mean to say he can't go out and perform well. He looked lost in that position. So Derek's decided that, you know, it doesn't fit into that system. It looks like it's going to be 3-5-2 again. So he's thought, I'm going to leave him out and go with someone else. But I expect a high intensity performance from Aberdeen. I expect more physicality and more of a tempo.
Just briefly then, Alex, Scott McKenna's a youngster's into the back 3 as well. Arneson's playing too. He'd made changes and he probably had to. Derek McInnes, do you think?
I think there's no doubt when you take a drubbing like that you have to make changes. I think, going with the same team again, having the faith in that team that started, rarely ever works. And shaking the thing up a little bit sometimes gives you that little kick start again.
OK, guys, thank you very much. As you can see, teams are on the way out. So over to Gary McAllister, Chris Sutton and Rory Hamilton.
Well, thank you very much, Darrell. The players and management have only had 2 full days to digest and analyse Thursday night's Betfred Cup encounter here. That was a night to savour for Motherwell, and Stephen Robinson will surely ask for more of the same. He will know, however, that this will be a different Aberdeen that approaches the Ladbrokes Premiership match. For Derek McInnes, his point of view, it simply has to be better. Well, Stephen Robinson was delighted with his side's effort, but there are still room for changes. Charles Dunn goes straight back into the team after suspension, and he replaces Stephen Hamill. Andy Rose came off on Thursday with a hamstring injury. He misses out altogether as Gail Bigarimana is handed a starting place. Lithuanian international Deimantas Petravičius is on the bench, having received international clearance. There is a major surprise as Aberdeen look to firm up their defence. Scott McKenna comes in to make his first start since May 2016. Carrie Arneson also starts in place of Dominic Ball, and Greg Tansey comes in, having delayed surgery until next week in order to be available for this afternoon. Well, Gary, how do you see, first of all, Motherwell lining up?
Well, Motherwell will go with their familiar 3-5-2. They'll get the width from wing-backs, Tate and Cadden. The energy will come from the midfield three, Bigaramana, McHugh and Campbell. But can Aberdeen deal with the informed Bowman and Moult?
And Aberdeen, to be honest, I'm not sure which way they'll go. It may be with a 4, maybe with a 3. It's a big afternoon for Scott McKenna. Arneson may step up one into midfield, but it's important that Ryan Christie has a big game for Aberdeen.
And a big afternoon for Joe Lewis, one of the best goalkeepers in the country, making his 66th consecutive start for Aberdeen. He did make a couple of errors that allowed Louis Moult and Motherwell to profit. 6 goals in his last 5 games. Louis Moult, Motherwell's scoring sensation. And no wonder Derek McInnes wanted him in the summer. Well, Nick Walsh is the referee for this afternoon. There will be minutes applause for former Motherwell captain and Scotland international Bert McCann. Supporters and players showing their appreciation for Bert McCann, who made almost 250 appearances for the Steelmen throughout the 50s and 60s. Well, there is a sense of excitement around Fir Park to see just where this dynamic side can go. Today is a major test of their credentials against a team that has got used to winning these types of matches over the past 3 years. Aberdeen will be hurt from that defeat and will demand a reaction. Part 2 of Motherwell against Aberdeen. The message from the home dressing room has very much been not to get too carried away, but to make Thursday night's performance the standard to aspire to and even improve on. 2 days of hard work at Pittodrie have been put in as Aberdeen look to right their Betfred Cup wrongs and re-establish their credentials as the closest challengers to Celtic.
Well, the first thing I've noticed, Rory, is that it's actually O'Connor who's stepped up into midfield. On the graphic we had that down as Arneson, and it looks like a flat back 4 for Aberdeen. There were 3 the other night.
I honestly don't think it'll be tactical about Derek McInnes' side this afternoon. I think it's just about being more competitive and getting a reaction from his players just in work rate alone. And that should be a given.
He will have hurt more than anyone else. Doesn't see his side beaten too often, and certainly not by a 3-goal margin. Kipre's header and Bigaramana. That's the major change in the Motherwell lineup. Man formerly of Newcastle United. Last touch came off Kipre. Considine with the throw, and McLean coming short, but couldn't return it to his teammates.
There's a poor touch from Kenny McLean, saying before the game, I think he's been a real disappointment. Has he had his head turned this season? But he needs to start performing and soon play your way out of a move.
I think there's a little matter of confidence there as well. I think he's a talented lad. I just want to see him trying to get on the ball more, just demand a little bit more from himself.
And here he is, McLean knocking it back to Christie. He looked the most likely of the Aberdeen players to make something happen on Thursday night, Ryan Christie. Considine the target. And a mismatch against Cadden, and the break of the ball then come for Christie, and now May. Stevie May. Logan was advancing well down the right-hand side. This is now Tansey, another of the alterations to the Aberdeen lineup. Shinnie looked to step inside, but Charles Dunn watched the ball well.
Dunn did well there, just to read that situation.
Well, Thursday night might just have been the most significant result of Stephen Robinson's tenure. Now the job for he and assistant Keith Lasley is to push on.
I just think they're trying to work out Aberdeen's formation. We spoke about Derek McInnes not knowing his best side. So how difficult it is for the two Motherwell lads there.
Here's McKenna. One for McLean to control, and he did well. He's slipping on what is a wet surface here in Lanarkshire. It's been raining all morning.
Well, I think from Aberdeen's point of view, the way they've set up, they've pushed O'Connor in front of the two centre-halves just for that reason, that long ball, and he's just trying to get a screen on Gary.
Absolutely. I think that's exactly why he's just placing himself in front of the two centre-backs. Any service up to Mole, he's there just trying to intercept.
Bowman almost got a nick on that clearance. Certainly ran his heart out the other night, Ryan Bowman. Considine touched on by Christie. Vigoramana will just knock it out for an Aberdeen throw.
Actually looks like McLean is playing as a centre forward, playing a diamond. Aberdeen in there in that midfield.
Neatly done by May, and the last touch came off a Motherwell player, and will be the first corner for Aberdeen. Well, they didn't trouble Motherwell too often the other night, but it is probably a more physical, bigger unit that Aberdeen have on offer. As it's Tansey's ball all the way to the back post for May. McLean is in there, gets a second bite at it. Christie strikes it.
That wasn't a good set from Kenny McLean. Really wasn't. He fires it back. They're trying to work one off the training ground, but watch this. He fires it back to Christie, and you can't hit them first time.
Yeah, but Chris, it was a bit ambitious. It wasn't on to shoot. He's just got to take that in and start again. Maybe try and go wide. Wrong decision by young Christie there.
Trevor Carson, who did have that superb save to deny Christie in the second half. The foul goes the way of the home side. Arneson just with an arm in the back. It's quickly taken by Tate, looking for Molt. Vigoramana. Back to Tate. Shinnie claims the last touch came off the Motherwell man, and he gets the decision. Well, Aberdeen will hope that their plan to keep Louis Molt in check works. He has been in sensational form of late.
Tried to stop Molt by putting a corner there. You can see the two of them are going to be very close to each other for most of the game, I would imagine.
Tate looks long, and Molt, who suddenly doesn't mind that side of the game, chasing everything. Gary Mackay-Steven lasted only 36 minutes. He did start the game in the Betfred Cup. He was replaced for Adam Rooney early on, and he is not involved.
Left out in the cold.
Again, the attacking options available to Derek McInnes on the bench, with the likes of Greg Stewart, Adam Rooney again, Nicky Maynard, Scott Wright too. Didn't play any part the other night. Well, McKenna was tight on Moult there and got the touch ahead of Motherwell's danger man. Keeper, the last man back, and he's lost out to Stevie May now. May! That's a cross goal.
Kirby should just put this up into the terrace there. Taking a chance. Stevie May nicking it off him. Strikes it across the keeper. It goes well wide. A little example here. Don't take any chances there. The busy May cutting in. Just goes wide.
3 goals so far for Aberdeen. 6th start in a row. He's very much first choice in that striker's role. Done. Header won by McKenna. Kept in play by Tate. Logan, and there's Peter Hartley.
What the 3 at the back for Motherwell does allow them is for those to play with those 2 strikers. They can be quite direct at times. Nothing wrong with that. They're a threat. Play to the strengths.
McHugh forward. McKenna stayed calm under pressure. Back it comes to the young Scotland under-21 centre back. May down to Tansey. Couldn't link up with McLean though. Again, McKenna winning the header, but it's just coming back at Aberdeen for now. Moult has it. Considine tracking back, looking to see it out, but Cadden proving to be a handful for him. And Chris Cadden wins the corner. Considine certainly thought otherwise.
Well, I'm not so sure that was a corner, but this was where Motherwell were an enormous threat on Thursday night. Set pieces, good delivery, they attacked the ball well.
Bigaramana to take. It comes to Bowman on the edge. Back to the midfielder. Bigaramana, and straight into the arms of Joe Lewis. And he looks for the quick outlet ball for Christie. Dunn, the man coming across to tidy up, and almost over the wall.
Nearly done himself.
Well, we did see Aberdeen have more possession the other night as well. 57% total, but 62 in that second half. But they very rarely hurt Motherwell. Once I get my grammar correct.
And Aberdeen have definitely got more urgency about the play in this opening 10-11 minutes.
I think they have to, try and dominate possession because they don't have that big physical presence up top. That Jayden Stockley, he gave them that last season. So Aberdeen have to be brave on the ball, which is why the likes of Kenny McLean have to really show up.
Yeah, they've got to get the ball into Christie and McLean to get those little phases of play, little combinations. Oh, that's Shinnie to that twosome as well.
Arneson. Shinnie losing out to McHugh, and Moult looks to get Bowman in on goal. They will drop though for Tate. Campbell for Moult. And now Cadden. Bigaramana. Moult again. It's over the top of Bowman, and Logan calmly knocking it back to his goalkeeper.
He's taken up a couple of decent positions defensively, Logan. Tucking back in. Those cross balls.
Joe Lewis just apologising for his distribution there. No foul by McKenna on Molt. It's Tate picked off by Logan. McLean to Arneson. And now Tansey. McLean again. And finds O'Connor. Shinnie. Considine, and here's Christie, who turns well. Tansey quickly on for May, but showed enough of it to Peter Hartley.
Hartley getting across well, but nice phase of play by Aberdeen.
Considine for Christie. Knocked it past McHugh, no handball given.
Has to be a free kick for that handball. He's made himself bigger.
Well, Aberdeen did slip down to third, courtesy of St Johnstone's victory yesterday. They can reclaim second spot with a victory this afternoon, but Motherwell will certainly feel that they can progress up the table. They've got Rangers and Hibernian in their sights. McHugh. Arneson had himself well positioned. McHugh again, here's Molt. This time he finds Bowman. Molt is a danger from anywhere, but Arneson alive to the danger until gifting it straight to Alan Campbell. Molt again, and this time Shinnie is on hand. Aberdeen not giving Molt any space. Here's Christie on the break. He was always going to get there before keep break. Oh, and Derek McInnes, just a bit of a coming together with Chris Cannon.
Keeper.
Kipri did well. He did do well
to get that right, didn't he?
He had to get that spot on. He committed himself to it, Kipri. Here you go. He's going to make the challenge. Kipri does well. I think he just slowed himself up. I thought he was going to go to ground there, and similar to the tackle on you before the game.
Just a little coming together there of Molt and McKenna. McKenna grabbing Molt's shirt. Well done, Louis Molt, just laughing it off.
Nothing in it.
Should be an interesting battle. O'Connor.
You surprised he's put young McKenna in instead of Mark Reynolds? More experienced, Gary?
Well, I think he's a little bit more no nonsense. I think he's a lad that just wants to go and head it, and it's always going to be combative against Molt and Bowman. I think that's purely why he's put in there, because possibly more physical than Reynolds.
Well, he's coming in for just his 5th appearance in total for Aberdeen. He was on loan at Ayr United for much of last season, previous to that on loan at Alloa. It's been a long time since he started a game for Aberdeen. Done. And he'll have his hands full up against the informed striker in the league, in Louis Molt. For the running power of Bowman. Done. Firm header from him. Considine. Now McLean. Keep very tight to him. Considine looks for the willing run of Shinnie. Kept it in play, and now he has confrontation with the wall.
Graham Shinnie's asking for a free kick there. I think it is shoulder to shoulder though, Gary.
But that's into the concrete Motherwell Times wall there. That's a sore, that's going to hurt.
Molt. Comes Lewis. Considine didn't win the header, but it's a useful ball for McLean. Nicely in with the left foot over the top of Dunn.
See, I think Motherwell are quite happy with that because Aberdeen don't have that physical presence. Cross balls into the box.
It's well played by Campbell. Bigger Tate. Molt. Bigger again. Molt just hanging out on the left touchline. Campbell, nicely done by Bowman. Cadden. It's a good spell for Motherwell. No space for Dunn to advance. They've worked this well so far. Molt. Tate again. And there's Bowman. Considine had come in to do the defending.
Really good, important header there from Andrew Considine at the far post.
Yeah, that was excellent defending at the back post there by Considine.
Christie, as Aberdeen look to break. Cadden, though, well back down his right flank.
Aberdeen just had a man over there, but Cadden did well to recover.
Considine for Christie. Now O'Connor, who's stepped up into the midfield. Arneson looks long for May, who goes down. He felt there was contact from Peter Hartley.
I think Hartley knows that May's got the run on him, but look, I think that's all right. I do. I don't think that May is getting there. I think he's just protecting his space.
Yeah. It's a flailing arm. That's a wee bit high.
He's certainly not thrown an elbow.
Well, a big week this week for Celtic in the UEFA Champions League as they head to play Anderlecht in Brussels. That's on Wednesday from 7 p.m. on ESPN HD, and you can also see every other Champions League match exclusively live across BT Sport.
Well, they were able to conserve a lot of energy yesterday, Celtic.
Hartley. Bigger Mana closed down by Shinnie. Now McLean. Tansey under pressure from Molt. Considine. May, but again Hartley is there. Tate, Christie chasing things down for the away side. The ball just won't settle for now. Cadden. He's got two Aberdeen players for company, and the final touch came off the Motherwell man.
Well, they're definitely more competitive, Aberdeen, than Thursday night, which they had to be.
Yeah, that's been very noticeable. A lot of the little head-to-heads, the little confrontations in the middle of the park. Motherwell won every one the other night in the cup tie, but today Aberdeen have been totally different, doing the ugly things a little bit better.
And that's probably what will have baffled Derek McInnes and Aberdeen supporters more than anything was perhaps the lack of fight desire from the players.
I think so. He spoke about it before the game, and they have reacted, in fairness.
Yeah, I'll be pleased with the reaction. They're snapping into tackles, winning those 50-50s across the middle third.
It's probably a sequence of performances that Derek McInnes feels not quite up to the standard. The 0-0 draw at Murrayfield before 1-1 at home to Kilmarnock, and then the defeat here. McLean though to Logan. May, the only man in the middle. Peter Hartley miscued the clearance, so there will be another corner.
I think that was what Gary was talking about, that shinny. Just nicking the ball in midfield, reading it well. Chance for Aberdeen.
Tansey does usually have a fine delivery on him. One all the way to Arneson. McKenna got a touch. Considine now. Had time to turn. Instead, it's fired across by Tansey, but he couldn't get it past Keepray. Another corner.
Keepray does well. I just thought Tansey could have shown a little bit more quality there. Maybe just lifted up to the back post.
A chance to try again. Tansey right-footed. Goes Considine, but Dunn rose highest. McLean. Now they can try from the left-hand side. Apologies for any bad language picked up by our microphones around the pitch. Tansey switches sides. Again, it's all the way over. This time McKenna, Arneson, Considine. The Aberdeen defenders seeing plenty of the ball in the Motherwell box. Considine's header, punch from Carson.
I like the corner around the back. They actually worked it quite well. It was smart from Carson, reading that knockdown from Andrew Considine.
They've certainly got plenty of targets. They've got 4 centre-backs in that box there.
Tate, the ball had gone out before Bigirimana could keep it in. A bit more urgency about Aberdeen. McKenna for May. Physical battle with Hartley is being won by the Motherwell man.
In fairness to Stevie May, he has to get better quality balls into him. They're always going to win that. Balls, those long balls up to those long high balls.
Molt no way past Arneson. Keepray after he intercepted Christie's pass. Logan away, only as far as Bigirimana, and that will be a free kick against Greg Tansey, who seems bemused.
Bigirimana just gets his toe in front there. It's a little bit late by Tansey.
It's got to be a yellow card, Gary.
Yeah, he's high, he's late. Bigirimana just getting there before him.
So an opportunity perhaps for Motherwell from the set piece. Bigirimana just departs the scene. Cadden will be the one to deliver. Gives the signal. Cadden in, and it goes back post towards McHugh, and it's a foul from Molt on McLean. Not quite have the influence than he did on Thursday night as yet.
He's not happy about something, is he?
Well, there's more league action on Friday night, starting off with Scottish Football Extra from 6:45 on BT Sport 1 HD. And following that will be Hamilton Academical against Rangers. The build-up for that one starts at 7:15, same channel. Christie over the free kick for Aberdeen.
Just getting Arneson forward.
Arneson and Considine are the two at the back post. Hartley wins the first header. Arneson goes up. Considine wasn't far away.
I think it's a difficult one for Considine. Arneson does really well here, anticipating the second ball, winning it, but not enough pace on the header for Considine to then.
Yeah, they just keep it alive, Aberdeen. They just keep it in the box. It's a big ask from Considine to score from there. But they are a threat. They've got plenty of physical presence in the box from set plays.
All the efforts coming from Aberdeen so far. Neither goalie really being tested.
I think that's the word. There's been plenty of effort, but it's just lacking a wee bit of quality.
Matched each other 8 for 8 in terms of shots on goal the other night. Motherwell certainly the more physical side in that encounter. They did pick up 5 yellow cards to Aberdeen's 1, but they also very much won the physical battle. All the second balls seem to be going the way of the Steelmen. Campbell. Well, that might break for Moult. Danger here. It's just too high from Louis Moult. He was expecting more of a run from Cadden, I think.
Well, I think Cadden's expecting him to pass the ball, but Louis Moult, you know, he's in that sort of form where everything he strikes, he'll envisage a goal. But you can see Chris Cadden's reaction there. Wrong option, Gary?
Maybe on this occasion. I understand, yes, he's playing with loads of confidence. He's banging goals in. But great run by Cadden. He could slide him in. I think it's the wrong decision on this one.
Well, it might be a difficult task, but Motherwell will be desperate to tie him down to something longer. Tate. Bowman hasn't really been in the game as yet.
It's a big feature of Bowman's game. You know, that run into that channel, ever willing. You know, he's brilliant for the wing backs and centre backs. He just makes that run every time.
Yeah, had a bit of a slow start to his Motherwell career last season. In and out the team, only 2 goals. He's already got 4 this season. Tate. And this time Motherwell get the corner. Well played by Richard Tate.
Yeah, Richard Tate just chopping it back and forth there, wins the corner.
Bigger man up with Keepray is up there. Moult, Hartley, plenty of options. It's drilled into the front post and it ends up in the arms of Lewis. Aberdeen survive and breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, I think it was off Kenny McLean, and Lewis smart to get down to that left-hand side. McLean not seeing the ball, I think off his right foot.
Have you got that as intentional? Do you think that was off the training ground, that driven corner, or was it a miss-hit? They try to get more elevation. It nearly worked. Grass cutter.
I thought you meant intentional from Kenny McLean. That would have been something.
You'd hope not. Kipre keeping close attentions on McLean. McKenna just guides it back. Arneson to Logan. Back it comes to the Icelandic international.
It's not easy for Stevie, mate, that if they're just going bang, long balls, he doesn't have the physical presence. And you see those big three Motherwell centre-backs, they're relishing it.
Absolutely. Kipre, Hartley and Dunn, they just enjoy heading it, don't they? That's what they want.
Logan. See that back to Lewis. Bigaramana. Strong play from the midfielder. And then McHugh back to Kipre, who's been closed down by McLean. Well, over half an hour played. We've certainly seen an improvement from Aberdeen. They were 2-0 down by this stage the other night. McHugh. No nonsense from McKenna.
Yeah, they've definitely improved in their intensity, getting around the pitch, matching up to Motherwell. Now we just need somebody to get their foot on the ball and make a few passes.
Waiting for one of the four to become free. It's McHugh. Drifts wide in the end.
McHugh reacts well to the knockdown, falls nicely on his left side. Decent technique. Couldn't quite get his left foot wrapped round it. Just gets across it a little bit too much. Decent effort.
Was always comfortable and content that it was going well wide. Strong header from McKenna, but here's Molt. And O'Connor just tidying up, dropping back into the defence where he usually operates.
It's their out ball, isn't it, Aberdeen? Considine, get him up nice and high. Joe Lewis hits him.
Tate back for Dunn. The rain continues to fall in Lanarkshire. Tansey under serious pressure there from Alan Campbell, who's quickly becoming a fan's favourite around here.
Well, I think you can see why. Fans love that tenacity.
Lewis for McLean. Now Cadden. He did enough to get past Kenny McLean, but then ran out of space. Cadden's out ball is McHugh. Now Dunn. Stevie May going back with him.
Well, will Derek McInnes be happy with this opening 37 or so minutes, Gary?
I think he'll be happy with the work rate, the way they've competed for 50-50s across the middle third. I think he'll be looking for a little bit more quality getting the set. The game will settle at some point, and then they'll look to get better service to Stevie May, because he's been feeding on crumbs in this opening 37 minutes.
Considine and Christie exchanging passes before Considine knocks it in. Logan just couldn't quite control it. But he does like to emerge at that back post. Though when he scores, it's nearly always against Ross County. Shea Logan. Bowman to Campbell. Well, BT Sport Score is back on Saturday from 2:45. BT Sport 1 HD. Goals flying in across the country next weekend. It's Moulton. Campbell was on the scene. Tate looks for bigger Imana, but Arneson, right place at the right time.
Tell you what, well done, Scott McKenna there from that cross. Really attacked that cross well. Just a coming together, done and made. Fighting a thankless task up front, Stevie May.
McKenna. Bigger Imana. No foul by Shinnie, and Aberdeen can look to break. They've just been under the cosh the last 5 minutes or so. Motherwell settling into their game plan. Hartley. Step up from the back. Bigger Imana. He was annoyed he didn't get that free kick 30 seconds ago. He's now got a race on against Ryan Christie.
Now Christie does well there to match the run of Bigger Imana.
Arrived from Coventry City, 2-year deal. McLean for May. Did well to hold it up for Christie. Now Connor. Logan the option wide to the right hand side. Aberdeen just happy to dictate the play for a few phases. Instead though, Keeper wins it back. Bigger Imana. 5 minutes left to the break. Still goalless. Down for Bowman. Who goes down and does get the decision from Nick Walsh.
No, Arneson is a bit rash. There's no need. He's in total control of the situation. Gives away a needless free kick.
I think he's actually had a decent first half. Arneson read situations well, but that was a poor decision there. I think it was going out anyway.
Oh, it just allows Motherwell to put a delivery in.
Cadden will be the man to take it for Motherwell once again, as those in the middle get closer acquainted. Awaiting delivery from the Motherwell man. Cadden in. Won by Tansey. Still alive though for Campbell. Dunn's touch. And it does come all the way over, and it was Hartley looking for his second goal in 2 games.
Half a chance, wasn't it? They actually, Aberdeen have stuck to the task reasonably well from set pieces. It's Hartley just a little shift onto his right foot, trying to find that far corner, well wide.
Yeah, nifty feet from the centre back, tries to pass it in rather than go for power.
Well, 7 wins in the last 8 home games for Motherwell, turning Fir Park into a bit of a fortress these days. Rangers, of course, won here on the opening day. That was a tight contest, though. Well, Motherwell captain Carl McHugh and Ryan Christie just exchanging a few words. Trevor Carson, the long diagonal. Bigger and McKenna, who's gone after all those aerial balls. Bigger again. Shinnie sliding in. Molt now. Cadden, not given any time on the ball, but he's found a way past Considine. Bigger It's Bowman. Almost dropped for McHugh on the edge of the area. And Tate was just asked a little too much of to keep that ball in play.
Well, I think it's a case of all the best with the highlights at half-time, Gary.
Just controlling the last 10 minutes as we approach the break. Tate looking to get some reward. Campbell now trying to spin away from Arneson. He has found Molt and try and work the space for the shot. Cadden now into the attack. Considine should be able to see that out and does.
Yeah, Cadden just outnumbered there by Considine and Christie. But Motherwell definitely have upped their play in the last 5-10 minutes. Wee bit of pressure. Is there a pull there? Well, there certainly is. Not enough for the referee to give it.
Keep right. On by Shinnie, but it's back with the French defender, and he finds Molt this time. Can Motherwell finish with a flourish? Well, Logan in to stop that attack. And no added time at the end of this first half. Well, it's certainly been better from Aberdeen, but the game few on chances so far, and a stalemate at half-time. Motherwell 0, Aberdeen 0.
Ladbrokes, back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
What a start to the Champions League campaign! Manchester City are sprinting away.
The Red Arrows flying forward.
Chelsea off to a flyer.
Celtic have upset the odds in the Champions League before.
And the man who can't stop scoring bags another one.
Fed up with feeling hungover? Imagine how fantastic 31 days booze-free could be. Go sober this October and raise money for people with cancer.
With thousands of watches, designer brands, great savings, and next day delivery or click and collect. Discover the perfect watch at watchshop.com.
Hi, I'm Alice, and it's been 2 years now since I had laser eye surgery at Optimax. Seeing clearly without glasses or lenses completely changes your life. For me, having great vision means doing what I love for a living.
Every day, Optimax helps people see more clearly, so you can do the important things in life without glasses or contact lenses.
It's amazing, and it's not as expensive as you might think.
For your free information pack or to book a free consultation, call Optimax now or visit optimax.tv.
A message to the sleep poor. Join the sleep rich. Try the Eve mattress with our 100-night trial. If you don't sleep better, we'll pick it up again for free.
Dan's taken control of his finances. His credit score and report are totally free on totallymoney.com. Oh, that's a good touch for a big lad. Totallymoney.com.
The boiler's on the blink again. What am I going to do? Quick, think.
Restore some order. Find out more at quickquid.co.uk.
We began to worry about our finances, especially with living costs going up all the time. We had thought about releasing money from our home, so we visited the Age Partnership website. We were delighted to find out any money we released would be tax-free. And more importantly, we'd continue to own our own home. We used the money we released to pay off our existing mortgage, and with no monthly repayments, we now have a rainy day fund to top up our retirement income, or even make those long-awaited home improvements.
If you are over 55 and own your own home, contact Age Partnership for a free brochure on 08080 555 888 or use our equity release calculator at agepartnership.co.uk.
What's not to love about a Crocodile garage door? Designed to add style, security and even value to your home. Call Crocodile on 08000 11 2234 and find out just how quick and simple they are to install. You'll love their neat, space-saving design. And it's a doddle to use. But you know what I love? The craftsmanship. It's cracking. It's Crocodile style.
Register today at Elite Singles and benefit from 100% verified profiles, an extensive personality test and tailored matches. EliteSingles.co.uk.
What doing? What doing? What doing?
Moose! Just checking my clear score. Because the better your credit score, the better interest rates you can get on loans, credit cards and mortgages. Better score, better deals.
Oh, okay. Better score, better deals. Better score, better deals. Better score, better deals.
Yeah, Moose.
See how your credit score can get you better deals on loans, cards and mortgages for free at clearscore.com.
With a young family, money was tight. Vanarama's low-cost leasing options means driving a new car could be easily affordable.
Leasing meant I got a brand new car and I get to keep hold of my cash.
The whole process was simple and delivery was quick.
With the money we've saved, we could have a holiday as well as a new car.
Change your car, improve your life with deals like this Nissan Qashqai for £229 per month.
Taker steps up. Oh no, look at the anguish. So disappointment, but wait for it. Look at that spin on the ball. Goalkeeper, you should have stayed at home. Unbelievable. And so is this.
Double your winnings as a free bet if your horse wins by 3 or more lengths. Applies to selected races.
Goalkeeper says, no, it can't. Striker says, has it? Available from App Store and now Google Play. When the fun stops, stop.
But I like my chicken burger dipped in chili sauce and then reheat it. I'm a dirty eater.
Tap the app today at hungryhouse.co.uk.
Ladbrokes, back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
Welcome back. It is 0-0 at half-time between Motherwell and Aberdeen. Let me tell you that up next at 2:30pm in BT Sport 1 today, right after the football, you can see the Aviva Premiership match between Exeter and Wasps, also available in ultra-high definition. Alex McLeish and Stephen Craigan are here today. As I said, 0-0 at the break, and you just wonder the way Aberdeen are set up, matched up against Motherwell, have they come here to be very difficult to beat today? Make sure they leave with something.
Yeah, they certainly they bucked up their gameplay certainly in this occasion today in the first half. Although Motherwell finished a wee bit stronger just before half time as they come back into the game. But Aberdeen, I think, set the tone, and the well didn't get off the mark the way they did the other night.
Let's have a look at a few of the chances, half chances really for Motherwell. That's the story of the first half. This is Louis Moult, who's in great goal-scoring form right now. Should he pass Stephen, or is he right to hit this?
Well, there's two stories here that Louis Moult's in good form and he fancies his chances, but Chris Cadden makes a great run outside him, and just before he hits the shot, I think Andrew Considine takes a step in. Is it maybe just a little bit of awareness just to play him in? I think this summed up the game, that Motherwell got better as the half went on. Aberdeen probably started better. Motherwell seemed to find their energy, seemed to find their feet as it went on. Carl McHugh with a left-footed shot, I probably should be doing better with it, but I think 0-0 is a fair reflection in the game, that nobody's really dominated or really opened up the opposition.
And as I say, Alex, these are really just half chances. Peter Hartley with one here as well, but the pressure was starting to build.
Yeah, definitely. But Aberdeen, as you see, they've got they're defending in numbers. They're pretty secure. There's not been any real clear-cut chances, and I think that's due to the amount of concentration in both teams defensively.
and Stevie May really was the only effort on goal from Aberdeen's point of view. I know Considine nodded one well wide, but the Stevie May early on and robs the ball here, and he's desperate to get in amongst the goal.
Well, Stephen Robinson will be furious, because the one thing he'll have said ahead of the game is don't give Aberdeen any encouragement. They'll come, they'll try and be aggressive, don't take chances, don't dwell on the ball, don't take too many touches. And suddenly Cedric Keeper, that's what he does. He just gives Stevie May the anticipation to go and win it, and suddenly go and have a shot at goal. So he won't be happy with that.
He didn't get a sniff the other night, Stevie May, did he, Alex? So from the start here, he wanted to get involved.
Yeah, he's been pretty lively. Keeper caught on the ball there, as is the want of a foreign French defender. You would think he wants to play out of the danger zone, but Stevie May is one of those little wily characters who gets it in about your feet, and he can do that. I've seen him doing it so many times to other defenders.
Yeah, he can't ponder on the ball. We're just hearing as well there was a clash up the tunnel at half-time. Ryan Christie and Richard Tate were involved in that, and I think Tate's going to get a yellow card at the start of the second half for that incident. Obviously a spillover from the other night, because Christie crunched into a challenge against Tate.
Ryan Christie had a cheeky tackle on right towards the end, but you would like to think that's out of the game now. That shouldn't be thought about at half-time in the next game. So if it is a yellow card, I'm sure Stephen Robinson won't be happy. If Richard Tate has got that for something you shouldn't really be getting involved in.
Okay, we'll see if anything else happens on that one. Right, no goals yet, but there's a precious 3 points at stake here, and both of these teams would absolutely love to leave for Park with them all. Second 45 is next.
Ladbrokes, back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
See the Lionesses in their natural habitat. The WSL, live on BT Sport.
Even when some things change, some things never change.
We've been thinking about relationships and how the most rewarding ones work both ways. And then we thought, shouldn't we have the same relationship with our customers, rewarding them for banking with us? And we thought, yes, we should. So we did. With the NatWest Reward current account, we give you 2% back in rewards on 7 types of household bills for £2 a month. NatWest. We are what we do.
Smiling?
Do you know what I hate as well when it arrives is everyone jumping in. I hate that. I like to be the one that...
Let me lay it all out.
There's nothing worse than people go, I'll just have that quick bargee. I'll just have that.
Love takeaway? Tap the app today at hungryhouse.co.uk.
Hi, I'm Alice, and it's been 2 years now since I had laser eye surgery at Optimax. Seeing clearly without glasses or lenses completely changes your life. For me, having great vision means doing what I love for a living.
Every day, Optimax helps people see more clearly, so you can do the important things in life without glasses or contact lenses.
It's amazing, and it's not as expensive as you might think.
For your free information pack or to book a free consultation, call Optimax now or visit optimax.tv.
Bet Boost from William Hill lets you decide which odds you want to boost. All you need to do is select your market, go to your bet slip, hit boost, and then place your bet at the boosted price. Don't wait for enhanced or crowd-led prices. We're giving you your own bet boost every day to use on any sport. More choice, more control, and now available on Google Play. William Hill. This is more.
Choosing the right truck for my business was an important decision. With so many options, I had to choose the right one.
At Vanarama, we're here to support you every step of the way.
Benjamin, my account manager, was brilliant. If you find a better deal, even after ordering, they'll match it.
If you're looking to transform your business with a brand new pickup, we've got amazing deals, all with fast, free delivery, and we can fit a range of accessories.
Hello, Grandpa.
Hello, most beautiful girl.
This is Buddy. Buddy?
You're welcome, Princess.
Stay connected with BT Infinity. Faster Wi-Fi around your home than major UK broadband providers. Be there. BT.
It's a proper match, this. It is Exeter.
Well, they need to reset now. The slate is wiped clean.
Oh, my goodness me!
This is a ridiculous game.
Ladbrokes. Back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
Motherwell are just coming out onto the pitch behind us. In fact, both of the teams are there, and we're wondering, is there a change to come, Stephen? We saw Elliot Freer warming up on the sidelines, and as we said, Richard Tate was booked. Here he comes, actually, in fact. So you wonder, is a change come at some point?
The manager was having a good chat to him during half-time, so that would make me think that, you know, soon after the break, he will look to bring Elliot Freer into play.
Maybe one just to watch, Alex?
Yeah, you know, that's the frustrating thing for a coach, a manager. You know, and Stephen will be disappointed that he's been booked at half-time for literally something really stupid, which, again, as I said, no control over that. One crazy tackle, or one, maybe even an innocuous tackle, and he may get a yellow card, and then Motherwell are man down.
Yeah, it could influence the game. OK, here we go. Back over to Gary McAllister, Chris Sutton and Rory Hamilton.
Thank you very much, Darryl. Well, Motherwell are going for a 5th home win in a row, something they haven't done since February 2012 under Stuart McCall. Aberdeen, though, looking to protect that unbeaten start to the league season and to reclaim second spot, which they feel is rightfully theirs after having finished in second for the past 3 seasons. Short as Molt. The decision goes the way of Motherwell. It's in from Tate. Cadden attacking it, but routine catch for Lewis. Again, that's a lot of Stevie May.
Chris, the team talk. Derek McInnes at half-time. Would have been different today than the other night?
Well, I think so. I mean, I suppose the Aberdeen players would have been happier. They would have got the full usage of the bench at the break. They were thrown out early the other night for such a poor performance. Defensively, they've done well, but offensively, not enough.
Yeah, I think after a 3-0 drubbing, I didn't expect Aberdeen to come here and play an expansive game. They have been very solid and tight and organised. And maybe that's why the game hasn't really flowed.
It's a keep rate.
Well, you know, it has to be said, the first half was rotten, wasn't it? It really was. So we can be optimistic about this second half, Gary. It has to get better.
No, I'm just saying there's obviously reasons why it wasn't so good. You know, I think O'Connor's done well in front of his 2 centre-halves, stopping the service into Motherwell's front 2. But Aberdeen have just gone too long to May too quickly. He's not had to work off anything. Ball's up round about his neck. He's had no service at all.
So Aberdeen have to be braver on the ball and play through that midfield area.
Yeah, they've got to look to get Christie and McLean. They're the two that can make things happen.
Certainly seen their competitive nature. This is Cadden for Bigirimana. Cadden again. That should be McKenna's, but Bowman is rather handy in the air. Considine. Sliding in with McHugh. Considine, it's Tansey just dropping back towards the halfway line. Arneson. May made the run to peel off Keeprey. Instead, they keep it short. Christie, who's involved in that disagreement in the tunnel with Tate at half-time. Down goes McLean under McHugh's challenge. Christie now. Well, the space being closed down by McHugh, and he will now receive a yellow card.
Yeah, the referee let the first one go, but he can't let this one go. McHugh late. I think Christie does well just to avoid the challenge.
A stupid challenge. Really was. Puts his team under pressure. Aberdeen haven't been creative enough from open play. It's quite a good distance, this, Gary.
Just looking at a right footer, Tansey can score for here. Christie on his left side. McLean obviously on his left foot as well. So there's options. Probably suits a right footer for me, but the lefties look favourite to hit it.
Well, McLean is making his way into the box. It will be Christie or Tansey. Christie favourites. Went up but never came down.
Yeah, he goes off a short run up here, trying to wrap his left foot round it. Doesn't get it down. Not on target. Poor effort. He's got more ability than that.
He was at that sort of range, wasn't he? We had time to get it up and over the wall.
Yeah, so sometimes you can get too close, but as you say, he was a good 4 or 5 yards from the 18-yard box. There was plenty of space to wrap that left foot round it and get it up and down.
McKenna. McHugh returns it. And I think Elliot Freer's arrival may be imminent. Keeprey. Too long for Molt. There's Elliot Freer. Very much a winger by trade. He'll bring plenty of pace to the Motherwell side.
Yeah, Stephen Robinson's giving him plenty of information. Making sure he knows what his role's going to be when he enters the field.
Shinnie. And the foul given against Molt to Campbell, rather.
I think Shinnie's done really well in that midfield area, winning second balls.
Right first time around, Molt with the tackle. Campbell for McHugh. O'Connor. Couldn't get the ball under control. It's a frustrating afternoon so far for Stevie May.
Well, of course he's frustrated, Rory. The service he's had up to him has really been abysmal. It's been poor. He's been fighting for everything. He hasn't been in a position really where he's had a ball slid on the floor in between the Motherwell centre-halves.
Chris, that wasn't a difficult pass. May had made good movement there, pulling away to the left side. It was a simple pass, and it was up running about his neck and head.
Arneson. Logan, but Tate is there, and coming across is Campbell. Some brilliant ball winning by him. We play on. Ball comes to Molt, no free kick. Biggeremana, and now Cadden to strike it. Lewis palms it out for a corner.
Moult does well here, going across the 18-yard ball. Comes out to bigger Romano, feeds Cadden. And it's that near post where Lewis was beat the other night. But he's there to cover this time.
Just a little coming together. Logan gets pickpocketed, and there's a little clash there.
Cadden takes, Keeper goes front post. Comes to Hartley. Cadden will have another chance to deliver. McLean's clearance came off Logan, and Motherwell will have a second chance. Well, even on the corner count. Cadden in, and Hartley. Just too high, but Aberdeen always comfortable that it was going over the top.
I think it's the ball just hung up. We saw Hartley the other night really attack the ball well. They look a threat, they do. Does that not come off Considine, that?
I think Considine did enough there as well, and it just clipped him on the way through.
Even Stevens at Fir Park. Well, perhaps Greg Stewart can liven things up for the away side. I expect he'll be coming on, the former Dundee man, doing a season-long loan from Birmingham City. Christie. It's Tansey. Closed down by Campbell. Logan. Can't get it over the head of Tate. Well, Arneson and Moult. And a bit of a coming together. No free kick given.
Very diligent on Moult today. Lots of close attention.
Well, it's worked, hasn't it? O'Connor sitting in front. Arneson, he loves that. He loves that part of the game. Attacking the ball. Really getting tight on Louis Moult. There is a little tug of the shirt.
Yeah, but you touched on it. You know, Motherwell front two bullied the back 2-3 the other night. But it hasn't happened today.
Well, it's an interesting change from Derek McInnes, certainly more attacking. Greg Tansey has gone off, and Greg Stewart on.
I just seen Tansey struggle a wee bit in a recovery run, and I thought he made a little indication to the bench that he was struggling.
Well, we did mention it before the game that he did delay surgery, which he is going in for this week, so that may be the reason. Might just change the way that Aberdeen operate, though. Logan, here's May, couldn't quite get turned. Oh, it's Christie, and it's turned in by Considine. And Aberdeen have found the breakthrough. And that is exactly the response that Derek McInnes was looking for.
Well, they just made a couple of passes. It's popped out wide to Logan. May does well. It's a decent first touch. Doesn't get the second one right, but that's brilliant invention from Ryan Christie. It comes off the post, and Considine just says, I'm going to make that mine. I'm going to gamble. It's going to ricochet off the post, and an easy finish. It's the first time Aberdeen have really threatened the Motherwell goal, but this is brilliant from Christie.
Yeah, it's that wee bit of invention that makes the goal. Considine takes a chance and he just nudges it over the line. What a great substitution.
He certainly likes a goal against Motherwell, scored in the 2013 League Cup quarter-final here, and again last season in the 7-2 victory up at Pittodrie. He didn't enjoy that one, didn't he? Christie. O'Connor. Considine, the goal scorer. Shinnie. Well, a rare chance for Aberdeen, and they have converted it. Haven't scored in their last 2 away games. This now is May. Stephen Robinson will be looking to react. A couple of changes. Elliot Freer still hasn't come on. Alex Fisher is also potentially being readied for action. Campbell out-muscled by Stewart. And there's the two substitutes looking to come on. Freer and Fisher. And going off for Elliot Freer will be Richard Tate. So more of an attacking move down the flanks. And Freer just giving his instructions, and Bowman is also the man going off for Alex Fisher, who awaits his first goal for the club.
I think it might have just been one sub if Aberdeen hadn't scored, but a reaction to the goal, putting 2 on.
Yeah, similar types, aren't they? Fisher and Bowman. Hasn't really happened for Bowman today, and that man there has got some thinking to do.
There's Stewart, but May can't catch that. It skids off the surface. Hartley goes directly out of play, so no chance for Fisher to gather.
I think the important thing for Aberdeen with that change is it allowed McLean to go back into the middle of the park rather than playing these back to the goal further upfield. So look for him to get on the ball a little bit more.
Campbell just knocks it out of play. Well, Motherwell suddenly got the full 90-minute performance the other night. And they need the response this time. The tables have turned.
I think Aberdeen and Derek McInnes, they know what's coming though. They know it's just going to be long balls. And they've coped, Aberdeen, the system, and you have to credit Derek McInnes for that. That change in system and personnel.
Yeah, certainly sitting a corner in front of his 2 centre-backs has helped.
McLean did well under pressure, and Considine to Kipre. Campbell now. Holt to chase down Arneson. Away by Logan. Christie is the one getting closest to May, but space now for Campbell to drive into. Just momentarily, Fisher had found a touch of space. Out it comes to Cadden though. McHugh, Bigger-Imana. Now done, and Elliot Freer. Well, welcome to the game, says Shay Logan.
I thought Shay Logan read that really well. Got up to Freer, made the challenge.
Yeah, as Motherwell were working the ball over to this left side, Logan was watching the movement, timed it brilliantly.
Done. Couldn't get his delivery past Arneson. Hartley. Excellent play from him. Bigger-Imana now. McHugh. Heavy touch, and Christie won it back. Now McLean for May, and look at Shinnie out on the left-hand side if he can find him. Pass wasn't quite accurate enough, and it allowed Hartley to step in.
Had the right idea, just the wrong execution.
Arneson opting to take no chances, particularly in these conditions. Heavy rain coming down. The questions have been asked of Aberdeen's character. They're still under the spotlight, but they've got their goal. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead. McLean. Carson, it's closed down by Christie, who should get there. Help coming in the shape of Stewart and May, but it was dealt with by Hartley. And the flag is up against Christie.
Got away with one there, didn't he? Trevor Carson never looked comfortable as that ball was bouncing.
It did skip up him in a little bit, but as you say, at no point did he look in control. Hartley did well to sweep it up though.
McLean tried to make space for himself. Moult just wanted it a bit shorter from Fisher. Well, it's getting quite tightly packed in that league table so far this season. Who do you think the best bet for closest challengers to Celtic would be?
Well, his team does well every year, punches above its weight. Yeah, Aberdeen is still unbeaten. I know Chris is impressed by Neil Lennon's Hibs.
Well, Tommy Wright will be closely watching this game. Aberdeen are at home to his St Johnstone's side next weekend. Moult. Arneson blocked it off. Now Campbell. In from Freer. Stewart. Now McHugh. It's Cadden this time. Stewart away. There's Keepray. It's a big next few games for Aberdeen. There's that St Johnstone game, and then after the international break, they're away at Easter Road, and then at home to Celtic on October the 25th. That game's live on BT Sport.
Well, there'll be games that'll give you a good indication who's going to challenge for that second spot.
Yeah, it's one game at a time though, isn't it, from Derek McInnes. After a disappointing last 3 games, it's just about getting this job done, seeing it through.
Chris, it's not been pretty. I don't think it's actually been tactical either. I think it's just the fact that they've been more dogged and they've been more competitive.
Tactically, that man there on the ball, O'Connor, has done a really good job stopping those balls going into the Motherwell front men. They have been direct, and that's been a key part of their success so far in this game.
Yeah, and I would say when they're defending the box, he's been able just to drop into the in beside the back two as well and head it away. They've had lots of aerial presence in their own box to clear.
Aberdeen looking a little more like themselves. Goes McKenna, but Moult has it now. McCadden. Bigaramana. Hartley. Fisher. Trying to guide that to Cadden, who was under pressure from Considine. Keepray to Cadden, now Fisher. Bigarumana, Molt, neatly onto Cadden if he can catch it, not quite.
It's a lovely touch from Louis Mott. I just wonder whether Cadden had gone early.
Yeah,
I think he's a yard off there, Gary.
Yeah, definitely offside. That was my first instinct was that he was off. But good ball into feet, that's more like it. Got little bits of movement off Molt. He leads the line pretty well when he gets decent ball into him.
Motherwell do play with a high intensity. Only 2 days break since the last game. Molt felt he should have had a free kick there.
Strong challenge from McKenna, and a little bit of judo there.
Yeah, that's the second round.
Keep rate. Now done.
Pass.
Fisher. O'Connor, well, he showed a bit too much of it to Campbell and then to Bigarumana, but he remained in possession. Considine. Well, he gets his free kick eventually. Fisher's challenge.
The referee had a good look at it. Yeah, there's a stamp there. Yeah, it was a free kick. The referee took his time to make the decision.
Certainly a sore one, that, for Andrew Considine. No yellow card there, Chris?
Oh, look, I think he was slightly late, wasn't he? I think he was going for the ball, but he did catch Andrew Considine, so it probably should have been a yellow.
And we saw Craig Tanner in the shot there. He will be the final change for Motherwell, so they're unlikely to see their new man, Demantis Petravicius.
Who's that, Rory?
Easy for you to say.
Lithuanian international. And I was speaking with Alan Burrows just to get his exact pronunciation before the game.
We'll go again.
Oh, why don't you have a go first?
Petravicius.
Demantis Petravicius, but he's not coming on, so you don't need to worry about it.
Petravicius. I like it.
Craig Tanner is on.
There's a man down there in sunglasses. That's optimism, Gary.
It's Shinnie. Now he can only head on. Shinnie again. May this time. Would have been in an offside position had he played that. Keepray going for the Route 1 option. Campbell. Any 50-50's got his name on it, that's for sure.
Well, this game is fight ball, Rory. From minute one, it's just been about who can scrap the best. And Aberdeen have taken their chance. I think it was their only chance, their only shot on target. I may be wrong. And Motherwell, they just haven't done enough. But it's all predictable. McKenna and Arneson have coped really well with the Motherwell front line.
He's just gone a bit direct too often.
Surely that's when they have to vary it.
Oh, absolutely. But each time the Motherwell centre back, the three, they've looked to the front men, they've not looked into the middle of the park. And that's where you need experience in there to go and demand it, to make a few passes, to change things.
Is that down to the manager to change things or the players on the park?
I think the responsibility comes on both. Sometimes players look too often to the side for help. Sometimes it's there to make a decision themselves, take on some responsibility.
McLean. Considine the most advanced for Aberdeen, looking to do more damage in the box, but Ian Keepray closely matched. Certainly no urgency from Aberdeen. Motherwell fans desperate for the game to get back underway and from the right place. May and Campbell collide and the decision goes for Motherwell.
I think he's really unlucky. That's my first impression. I don't think there's any malice in there. I just think he tries to nick the ball. Yeah. Campbell, is it he turns into May? He's unaware of May.
It's coming together. I don't think his boot was particularly high. It's right where it hurts though. Ooh. Was it the ball as well that caught him?
Yep.
Well, back to his feet. He's made of stern stuff, Alan Campbell.
To be fair, he does love a challenge, Campbell.
Well, coming up this week, Anderlecht against Celtic in the UEFA Champions League. A huge game on Wednesday night from 7 p.m. And remember, you can watch every other Champions League match exclusively live across the BT Sport channels.
Bigger than huge. Rory,
can they get a result?
I think so. Anderlecht not in good form. Manager sacked, but that can always be dangerous.
Won yesterday, came back from behind to win yesterday. Would a point be a good result though?
Oh, so did Celtic win yesterday, Rory. I don't know what you're getting at.
No, as she said, they're not in good form. Turned it around yesterday. Molt looking for Tanner. And Michael Banks getting involved, the far side assistant referee. Tanner comes short. Cadden. And Craig Tanner had a big influence on proceedings at Easter Road last weekend when Motherwell came back from 2 down to capture a draw. And they need something similar again from him. Christie, whose invention really opened up this game. Dunn. Now McLean to Christie. Aberdeen free kick and a chance to flood the box.
And the assistant, who was only, 5 yards away, didn't give that.
Yeah, it's a free kick. Christie does well just to stay with the ball. He didn't have many options, so he just stayed strong in possession and he wins the free kick.
Too close to the assistant for him to spot, Gary.
There's no responsibility, I think.
Well, Dominic Ball may just shore things up a little in the middle for Aberdeen as they look to protect what they've got, but for now they're looking to extend this advantage. It's Greg Stewart to take. Cadden's header. Campbell. Now Dunn. Molt. And he's done really well to flick that one on. And here's the pace of Freer. He's got one in the middle as Tanner, and it was just behind him. Keepray. That's got the home crowd going. Keepray again. Bigger Amana. Fisher, Bigarumana goes for the return. Goes to Deck.
Oh, what a chance that first one was from Freer.
Oh, he does well to read the flick on from Moult.
You can't miss that final ball.
He's got to see it, surely.
But to miss by that far, Gary, was incredible.
Moult couldn't get away from McLean. Shinnie, or Logan rather. Another good challenge on Freer. And Dunn and Shinnie. Lewis called from his goal.
Just another little example there of Shinnie.
I think it's Scott McKenna who has gone down.
A bit of cramp. Here's that opportunity. Moult does well, flicks it on. Freer gets away. He never gets his head up, Gary, at any stage, and he should do.
He should be seeing him now, and it's easier actually to go across the 6-yard box than cut it back. Because Tanner has made a great run to join him. That's a big chance. And he just needs to have a wee glance to the right.
It's actually, you have to say, it's really poor play, because as he's running, he has time just to have a look. And I couldn't tell you why he wouldn't look.
And why would you not? Why would you go for the cutback when it's evident that the guy was in front of you as well, across the 6-yard box?
Well, it's been a tough shift for Stevie May. Plenty of running and chasing. And he gets a well-earned rest as Dominic Ball comes on.
And it looks like Christie will go up top. I think it's been a tough afternoon for Stevie May, but he's stuck to his task. He's chased, he's harried, he's been a nuisance.
Well, you can't fault him for effort, Chris. I think you might have down tools with that type of service.
I know what you're suggesting there, Gary.
Christie's first involvement.
He should stop the game, shouldn't he, if there's a head knock?
Absolutely. He's having none of it.
Christie straight back up, and he's chasing this one down.
He's recovered really quickly there.
He has, but as he goes down there, just a forearm in the back of the head, he's holding his head, and the referee has a duty to stop the game.
McKenna to Stewart. He too wanted a free kick and doesn't get one. Done. Now here's Moult. Bigarumana to Cadden. There's 4 in the box.
Well, they've actually gone to a 5 now at the back, with O'Connor slotting in as a centre half, and Ball just sitting in front, giving that protection.
There's no doubt they've got plenty of height to defend this corner.
Motherwell have scored in every game this season, all 12 matches. They've got 10 minutes to try and save something from this. Christie.
He does well. He does really well, Christie, under extreme pressure. It's important now, if he's playing that lone role up front, that he can win free kicks, hold on to the ball.
Well, Scottish Football Extra on Friday night from 6:45. Terry Butcher will be with the team for Hamilton against Rangers, and that programme will be on from 7:15 as we start previewing the match on BT Sport 1.
Yeah, Rangers need a response after yesterday.
Yeah, they might be a wee bit disheartened the way the second half went.
And the first half.
Yeah, but I would say there was positives from the first half. At least they went at it against Celtic in a manner that in the past wasn't there.
Christie to Considine. It's all about clock management now for Aberdeen. Shinnie. He's the only one forward. Has to wait for reinforcements. McLean, Considine. This is good ball retention. Well, kiss of death there.
Yeah, but Shinnie did well because he had no support. There was nobody in the box, so he elected to hold on to the ball. I think he's been terrific, really do, this afternoon in that Aberdeen midfield.
Keeper loses out to Greg Stewart. It's Greg Stewart. Good save by Trevor Carson. And now
a strong challenge.
It was Christie with the tackle, undone.
First of all, what a save this is. Greg Stewart thumps that. Real power on that shot. Good left hand. That's a silly challenge. Has to be a card. Should have been sent off the other night, Ryan Christie.
Yeah,
talented player, Gary, but just needs to cut that out
was
of his
rash.
game.
There was no need there. But a fantastic save from Carson. That was a great save. There's no need here. As Dunn goes towards the side of the pitch, it's a silly foul.
He should have got a yellow card there, I feel.
Campbell fouled by Stewart.
There's a few challenges getting in now.
Well, Adam Rooney will be coming on. It will be Ryan Christie, who's gone all the way over to the other side of the pitch. That old tactic.
I love that. I used to do that myself, Rory. Go and stand on the other touchline as far as you could, away from the dugouts. Clever.
Well, the old ones are the best, to be fair.
He's been running all day. He's now got up to a trot, and Adam Rooney will be coming on. A man who's got a fine record against Motherwell. 10 goals in 10 league games, including a hat-trick at Pittodrie last season. He's found himself out of the Aberdeen team this season. First job is a defensive one. Tanner takes. Lewis watched it all the way. And that'll be disappointing for Motherwell.
It was always angled too close to Lewis. Easy take.
BT Sport Score returns on Saturday from 2:45. BT Sport 1 HD. McLean for Considine. Stewart. There will be a threat on the break. His pace alongside Rooney. Dominic Ball. Hartley. It's not a route that's brought too much joy for Motherwell this afternoon. Aberdeen have dealt so much better with those long balls. Hartley now, and he can step up. Just a lot of Cadden.
They've just won the fight so far, with just over 3 minutes left. Aberdeen have done a job on Motherwell. You know, we were critical, said they were bullied the other night, that Motherwell were the more physical team. Well, could they respond? And I think they've responded. Derek McInnes there. He'll be delighted with the response, Gary.
Yeah, great reaction. I wouldn't say it was fast, free-flowing football, but as you say, it's a real professional job done today by Aberdeen. Very physical in the back line. And I think O'Connor, for the majority again, playing just in front of his two centre-halves, stopped the service up to Moult.
An important header won there by Stewart, and he got clattered in the back of the head too. Rooney wins the throw.
Oh yeah, I think that's right. That's a really poor challenge. Can't win the ball. with that forearm, smashes it in the back of Greg Stewart's head.
And Charles Dunn.
No complaints there.
Was booked.
Yeah, he done him.
Stewart. Logan. Trying to win the corner. Didn't go as planned. Two minutes left for Stephen Robinson. We've won 4 in a row here. Stewart. Campbell. Bigarimana was taken late by Aberdeen captain Graham Shinney, and it will be a yellow card.
Mistimed. He's been going in strong all afternoon. It's a poor challenge. I think yellow is about right.
Yeah, I think yellow. I think Shinney, he has proper captain's display. He's been excellent today, but he was late there.
Tanner. Everyone forward for Motherwell. Away from Considine. Bigarimana. Now Campbell. Cadden back to Campbell. Got 2 for company. Considine knocks it out for a corner, and plenty of encouragement for Motherwell.
Young Campbell did ever so well there. He was outnumbered. Manages to win the corner.
Across comes Craig Tanner. In the final minute of normal time, Keeprey flicks on. Moult is there. Down he goes. It's struck by Freer. Well, Motherwell are asking the question of Nick Walsh. They feel they should have had a penalty. The chance is still on. It's Freer. And it's clear by McLean. It's still not fully clear for Aberdeen. Rooney hacks it up to halfway for Campbell. Bigarimana now. Ball tried to show him the outside. He nipped inside and wins the free kick.
Here's the claim for the penalty. There's not enough in that for me.
Yeah, Logan comes from behind. There is a slight. There's nothing there. This is a definite foul. Nice footwork.
Well, it's livening up now. 4 minutes of added time.
Well, cometh the hour.
What would just be like Louis Moult over the free kick for Motherwell. It's deflected and goes over the top for a corner.
The wall did enough, just does enough. He knows this was decent. That was on target.
Lewis was starting to scramble across his line. Tanner again. It's on top of the goalkeeper, who's fumbled it, but it drops for an Aberdeen shirt.
Joe Lewis saying he was held. I don't think he was.
No, he gets lucky there, Lewis.
Everyone forward for Motherwell. Fisher the target. Lewis comes out, claims and holds.
Well, better hands there from Lewis. The first one was a fumble.
I'll tell you what, O'Connor gets away with one as well from that corner. He's all over Louis Moult, holding his shirt.
They're very rarely given those.
Pressure relieved for now, but it's just going to be turned up for these final 2 minutes. Considine. That'll do for now. Carson for Fisher. Did well to win the header. McKenna, who's been solid all afternoon.
He's been better than solid, Rory. I think he's been outstanding. Him and Arneson and O'Connor.
A chance to force his way into the team regularly, perhaps.
What he's enjoyed heading the ball. He's had plenty of opportunity to head it.
Arneson, was that a barge in the back of Tanner? Yes, it was. So another chance, but they're running out of time, Motherwell.
Just, it's a silly one to give away. I'm just praising him for his performance.
Well, they have to load the box now. Can Tanner come up with something special for those in the middle to latch onto? It is the left foot of Tanner. It's away by McLean. Freer now. And Dunn. Freer looking for the return and gets it. And it comes off McLean. Another corner. Just wonder if Carson will come up, but he is staying back for now. Final minute of added time, just 30 seconds left to play. It's floated in. It drops for Hartley, who scored the last time the teams met, but this time well over the top.
Well, competing for the ball. It does fall nicely for Hartley here. If only it had fallen for Moult. It's the centre-half's effort.
Well, Aberdeen will feel that they should just be able to see out these final few seconds. It's certainly been a much more enjoyable trip to Fir Park for the travelling support. That is full time, and that is exactly the response required from Aberdeen. An improved performance that was really unrecognisable for them Thursday night. They are back on the winning trail. They are back up to second in the table, and it was Andrew Considine with a telling intervention. A poacher's finish from a couple of yards out after Ryan Christie came so close with something spectacular. Aberdeen back to winning ways. Motherwell 0, Aberdeen 1.
Thank you very much to Rory and the team. What a change from Thursday. Motherwell elated then, Aberdeen in the doldrums, but it's been turned on its head, and the Don supporters will appreciate the grit and desire on show here. This is what we've got to come. The Champions League returns Tuesday and Wednesdays. All of the games exclusively live across our channels, and there's a big one in Brussels on Wednesday nights. Anderlecht against Celtic, 7 p.m. on ESPN HD. We're back with you with Scottish Football Extra next Friday, 6:45, BT Sport 1. That's followed by our live match, Hamilton against Rangers, from 7:15. And if you want to stay on right after football, please do today, because you'll see the Aviva Premiership match between Exeter and Wasps. So this is the table tonight at the end of this weekend. Aberdeen retake second place, and they've closed the gap on Celtic as well to just 2 points now. Motherwell remain in sixth. Crisis? What crisis? Probably what Derek McInnes is thinking right now. Aberdeen really did need a result here. The performance was secondary, and they've taken a vital 3 points. Considine did the damage. We'll review it all next.
Ladbrokes, back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
What a start to the Champions League campaign! Manchester City are sprinting away.
The Red Arrows flying forward.
Chelsea off to a flyer.
Celtic have upset the odds in the Champions League before.
And the man who can't stop scoring backs another one.
Remember, I'm asking you, begging you.
We want you to be happy at GiveGaff. So we recommend the best plan for you, even if it means you spend less. And with no contract, you're free to go, free to stay. GiveGaff, the mobile network run by you.
I've spent my life doing everything possible to achieve the best times I could. But the truth is, These have always been my best times.
I've heard a lot in my time. Eavesdropped on politicians and police, misfits and masterminds. I've even heard murders. I've learnt about life from wizards and warlocks, kings and queens. Through them, I've led 1,000 lives. Life's more interesting when you listen.
Audible. Download your first audiobook for free.
It's a sensor, it's fine.
Sorry, didn't mean to alarm you. With the Ring Floodlight Cam, you can help stop crime before it happens.
Introducing Floodlight Cam by Ring. Security in a whole new light.
Oh, hey! You ready for Ninjago?
Yes! Yes!
Yep.
Yeah!
Yes, yes,
Yes! No, sir.
Ninjago!
You got this!
I think I made it worse!
Let's make it rain, boys!
Bang! Oh, tidy whities. Really?
Don't judge me. The Lego Ninjago movie.
I've got my mindset on you. I've got my mindset on you. I've got my mindset on you. I know what I...
Checking your balance with a swipe of a finger is a little thing. But sometimes, little things make a big difference. Mobile banking from HSBC.
Match day's my favourite day, despite all of these bums in my face.
The sun's coming
and the clueless steward clearing the way.
We've cleared the way for you to join Paddy Power's VIPP Club. Just place 5 bets of £10 or more in a week, and you'll get a free £10 bet the next week.
At least we got the best seats of them all. No! My bet's gonna come in, I know. The hard fans are...
That's the Spirit VIPP Paddy Power, you beauty!
When you start, we start. When you're getting ready, we're getting ready. And when you're ready to get going, we're open early. From 7 a.m. weekdays and early at weekends too. And when you're done for the day, we're still here. With over 500 stores nationwide open until 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Just in case. Screwfix, here when you need us.
Ladbrokes. Back in Scottish football on BT Sport.
It was the rematch at Fir Park today between Motherwell and Aberdeen, and the Dons were intent from the off on showing more passion and endeavour. They took the lead through one of their most consistent performers, Andy Considine. It was all they needed. Reaction with Ailey Barber.
Gary, back in from the start, a clean sheet and a little bit of revenge for Thursday night. You must be pleased overall with the afternoon.
Definitely. It wasn't pretty at times, but we got the win, and that's the most important.
You're alongside Scott McKenna, who's coming in, making a first start for a long time. O'Connor just in front of you. How well do you feel you played as a unit today?
Felt really good. I mean, Scott McKenna, Scott Billy, he's a fantastic young centre-back, and he showed for Scotland under 21s how good he is. And I think he deserved the chance, and he took it.
Graham, it was a very physical game out there yet again. How well do you feel you matched that today?
Yeah, very well. I think that's what was missing on Thursday, and it was very disappointing. So we left that game knowing that we had to change it today, and I think everybody's seeing the fight and the hard work was there.
What was the most important thing today? Was it that fight or was it the result?
It was both. We didn't turn up on Thursday. Everybody was disappointed with the way the game went. And like I said, we came back Friday and we knew we had to change it. And we knew we had to owe it to the supporters that came down to support us on Thursday. And we've done that and we're so happy.
And these guys at the back, very, very strong for you guys going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Arnie's talked there about Scotty McKenna, who was different class, who came in, but I don't think there's a better partner with experience like Arnie. And the two of them were absolutely solid, winning their headers and giving us that platform.
It is back to winning ways for Aberdeen, Carrie. It's been a tough few weeks. What does it say, though, about this group of players that, despite not being at the best over the last few games, you haven't been beaten in this league?
Yeah, exactly. We got bullied on Thursday, and we didn't want that to happen again. We have ability within the team where we can play some good stuff, but at times you just need to dig in and grind out a result, and we did that today. So we can do both, and that shows great character, I think.
Well, we'll let you enjoy tonight. You are the man of the match. Well done, Carrie.
Thank you, big man. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
All the guys are here to review that match. I think Graham Shinney put it quite well there, didn't he? They had to make up for the other night. They've done that. 3 points, vital to them.
Yeah, it was. You know, one of the significant things there, that Shinney said, was that they won all the headers. That tells you what kind of game it was. The Motherwell playing the long ball far too much, and it wasn't really a day for Louis Moult to shine, certainly, and that's why guys like Arnason are winning man of the match.
Yeah, you picked him.
I just thought he was composed, and he added something different to the back line that was missing on Thursday night. I know young Scott McKenna came in and done well, but sometimes the experienced players organise, they talk, they anticipate things well. I think Alex right, they won more first balls, they won more second balls. They cleared their lines when they had to, and they had the one little piece of quality that the game had probably lacked for the goal when Ryan Christie showed a little bit of invention, and that in the end was enough to win the game.
Little bit of class on the goal, Gary, as
Yeah.
Stephen rightly says, but
invention.
Considine still had to follow up. He was there at the right place.
Yeah, he's getting high up the pitch, he takes a chance and he gets the reward. Aberdeen, it was a little phase of play where they put 3 or 4 passes together. McLean had dropped back into the middle too rather than being playing up front. Made us well there, but that's clever. Nice skills, and it's an easy tap in.
Desperate for something like that at
It
that
was
moment as well.
the one moment of brilliance in the game from Christie. I mean, really clever, inventive. And Considine reaps the rewards. There, just follows in, gambles, and that was that. But let's get it right. Christie, absolutely brilliant. It was a brutal game. It's just the way it was. But at the end justifies the means for Derek McInnes and Aberdeen, and they saw it through. You've got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, Aberdeen were happy to make it like that, weren't they? Today they wanted to do that from the off.
I don't think it was ever going to be open, expansive football after the drubbing in midweek. They came here to do a job. They named 4 centre-halves in their
We
team.
see that with bigger corner in front
absolutely.
of the back four, Gary, as well, don't you? So Aberdeen are coming to shut up
professional
shop.
job done.
They needed physicality. They needed to compete. That was the one thing I think Derek McInnes was disappointed with. Yes, his players were trying the other night, but they didn't compete physically. And you've seen right from the off, they were waiting for the long ball, they were winning it, they were picking it up. Much better from Aberdeen.
Stephen, that's what I thought the man of the match was the captain. I thought he led by example. I thought Shinney was, winning little battles and tackles all over the pitch. For me, he just...
It could have been 2 or 3, really, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I thought McKenna was, but let's not fall out of that.
Let's all throw one in the hat there. You also thought Greg Stewart, his introduction was quite a big moment in the game. He actually has a great effort. But before that, he got involved in maybe the whole mindset of the team changed,
I'll tell you
Alex.
what, as soon as he ran on, it was like the big, infectious week's trialist. He come on, he got his first touch, made it a good one, and he lit things up for Aberdeen in that 2-minute spell that led to the goal. And I think he was involved in one in the past that got through eventually for Ryan Christie to produce a wee bit of magic.
It's a positive substitution, wasn't it? Tansey off,
Yeah.
Stewart on, and it paid dividends towards the end of the game, didn't it? Right, let's hear from the Motherwell manager. He will not be so happy today, Stephen Robinson with Ailey.
Stephen, how frustrated is that dressing room right now?
It's extremely frustrated. We thought we deserved a lot more out of that game than come out with nothing after dominating large parts of it. I think it maybe shows how far we have come when their players and staff are banging doors and celebrating like they've won the cup. So, but that's a credit to our boys for what they've done over the last few months, and we'll pick ourselves up, no doubt about that there, and we'll produce them kind of performances again.
Was it a penalty right at the death?
I don't know. I've not seen it. Look, the referees have got hard calls all the time. That's not the reason why we lost the game. I haven't seen the goal against the other. It ricocheted and bounced about a little bit, and they maybe got a little bit lucky with it. But listen, we'll deal with that there. We're not going to blame any referees, and that we'll deal with it and get on with it.
You knew you were going to face a reaction tonight. How do you feel your side dealt with the more physical Aberdeen side you faced today?
I thought we dealt the same again. For us, raising our game to that level's not. They probably had to raise theirs to match us after the other night. I think we done the same again, and then we started trying to get the ball down and play. some of our quality in the final third probably lacked at times. Our decision maybe lacked at times, but we'll improve. I'm proud of the boys over the last month, and we'll pick ourselves up a couple of days off, and we'll be back to face Partick.
It was a horrible afternoon to be playing football out there. When you play a game like this, and it is so physical and evenly matched, do you always look at the positives?
Yeah, a great afternoon to play football rather than standing on the touchline shouting at everybody. Listen, the positives are, I thought we dominated large parts of the game. They're a team that's finished second every year, and they've spent large amounts of money, and they've got a really good squad, and we have run them, and by their celebrations at the end, it probably just shows how far we've come.
Thanks very much, Stephen.
Okay, thank you.
Just wondering here, did they actually deliver the same performance?
No.
Again, is that a fair assessment, or were they not quite there?
Right. I don't know what Stephen Robinson's talking about there in terms of dominating large parts of the game. It was a scrap.
They had ball. Yeah, it was a scrappy game. I think he summed it up when he said the final third wasn't good enough. They didn't really have any clear-cut chances, so it was scrappy. It was bitty.
But he made out like Aberdeen had gone up in performance and Motherwell had stayed the same. Is that the case?
Motherwell was so predictable. Aberdeen set up with O'Connor in front of those two centre halves early on, and it they never changed the way they were playing. And I thought they had to adapt and change and give those Aberdeen centre halves more of a problem.
Yeah, they had to change tactics. They fell into the trap. Aberdeen anticipated it. I thought Motherwell relied on going long too often. They needed to find another solution, and by that I mean, Aberdeen had 4 centre halves, so big, strong physical centre backs on the pitch. They had to go and try and probe their way through Aberdeen rather than go direct.
The final thing from Motherwell just wasn't there. Remember the first half? I think you mentioned it in commentary. Where Louis Moult had the shot and he could have slid the boy in. So that's the chance.
That's the chance.
And then that one at the end, when the guy gets
Freer, you think
he should? He should be right in between goalkeeper and defender. If he sees the movement of the forward,
he just needed a wee glance.
He's done the 45 cut back and to no avail.
Well, we'll get to those chances, but also the penalty appeal as well. Towards the end of the game, obviously Stephen Robinson.
I think it was a pen.
I don't think the manager really believed it was either. Any strong feelings here, guys?
No, not for me either. It's that time in the game, everybody's looking at the ball, just trying to get it. Aberdeen are obviously just trying to get it clear. Motherwell just try to keep it alive. There's nothing there.
I think he's felt the contact. He's not aware of where Shea Logan is, but the minute he feels the contact, it almost becomes desperation because it's so late in the game. You just think there's contact. I'm going to go down. I'm going to give the referee. He has to make a decision, and I think he made the right one.
Basically, for you, Stephen, a penalty for you then.
No. He made the right one.
The two defenders were standing their ground, and Louis has been sandwiched.
And these are the chances you were referring to, Alex. First one, he was actually Chris Cadden. It breaks out to in the side.
Yep. Well, it's not that one, is it?
No, this is Chris Cadden, the shot from the side. Yeah, you'll see that Elliot Freer one in a second.
But there probably wasn't enough for that. There probably wasn't enough short, sharp passing in the final third. It was more longer balls into the final third. But once you could get 2 or 3 passes, this is the Elliot Freer one.
This is the one.
Terrific first touch. Terrific first touch.
Smash it between. What's he doing?
You said you watch it. He never looks across once, which is an enormous problem if you're trying to pick a teammate.
Is it probably more difficult to cut it back the way he did than actually go across the face of the goal?
Yeah.
He went for the harder skill.
Fine margins, but Derek McInnes will be delighted that his team got the goal that mattered. He's also with Ailey now.
Derek, in terms of a reaction and dealing with a physical team, you must be delighted